Teacher's Copy Editor with the York Daily Record Sunday News, and I have today's Smart Tip. We're going to show you how to take a newspaper and turn it into a gift bag that you can use for the holidays. And what I started with is a tab-size newspaper. So for the York Daily Record, that would be our flip side or our weekly record. You can see the flip side cover there. And what you're going to do is just take 2 or 3 sheets of the newspaper, and you're going to fold down 1.5 inches from the top and 1 inch from the bottom. So if you have a ruler handy, you can measure that, about 1.5 inches. And then on the other side, about 1 inch. It doesn't have to be exact, not rocket science. And then what you're going to do is fold it down and take a glue stick. And you're going to also have pieces of cardboard, which I use the back of a Cocoa Krispies box. But if you have cardstock or the back of a notepad, similar things might work. So you're going to take that and at the bottom, glue it into each side. Now I've measured out the bottom. This paper is 23 inches wide, so I've measured out the sides to be 7 inches, 4 inches, 7, 4 again, and then to have 1 inch so you can glue it shut. Depending on the size of the newspaper you have, your sizes might be different, but it's just something you can play with. So I'm going to glue in these cardboard pieces into the 7-inch sides. Bottom. And if you have more than 1 sheet of paper, you'll probably have to glue that inside too. I have 3 in there. And you'll take your other cardboard strip and glue it in the other 7-inch side. And you can go ahead and glue these empty spots too, because you'll need that to be down. And once you have that glued down, you'll go ahead and glue the bottom. So once you have your tabs glued, we'll move on to this example. I went ahead and folded them where the marks were, so it ends up to be a little box shape. You can see on the inside there. And the seam I just glued together, and then I taped along the outside just to reinforce it. So that might be easier if you have little ones helping you. And then here is where the cardboard was glued in. So that's kind of your reinforced top. So we're going to take the bag, and where we folded out the 1.5 inches, we're going to kind of unfold that here. And what you're going to do is fold it a little bit like you would the end of a present. And this is probably the trickiest part here. But you want to see if you can get it so you can close the bottom. So once you have that semi-looking good, you can flip it over. And if you have another piece of your cardboard box or back of the notepad, you can place that inside and then glue that or tape that together. And that kind of reinforces the bottom of the bag too, just in case you're putting something heavier in there. So once you have that all glued down together, you can take your hole punch, and then on this reinforced part where you had the cardboard under it, you're going to go ahead and make, 2 holes. And then the same on the other side, and that's where you're going to put your handles. Now you can use cord, rope, clothesline, whatever you have. I had yarn at home, so I just used 3 strands and braided it all together. And you're going to stick it in through that hole. And I tied it once here just to keep the braid intact, but you might want to tie it again just to make sure it doesn't end up coming through that hole if you pick it up by the handle. So once you have a big enough knot there, do that. And slip the other end through here and do the same there. And then once you do that on both sides, you'll end up with a completed bag, 2 handles that you can carry around. And you can put, whatever gift you're giving in there, stuff it with some tissue paper if you want to make a colored tag to make it more festive. The bag will look different depending on, obviously, what newspaper you use. This was a Sunday circular. But that's an easy way then for you to reuse something that's already in your home. Most of the things you would have, the newspaper, the yarn, the cardboard, and that's an easy way to make a gift bag instead of having to go out and buy one for the season.